There isn't anything special to point out here, but I figured I'd turn this into a little game so the devs didn't copy and paste the scenes. See if you can spot the differences.
Hey, where's Sasuke's room?
Sorry, no visitors allowed.
What? No visitors? Are you kidding me?
Those are the rules.
Ah, come on, lady.
Naruto, this is a hospital. Keep it down.
Huh? Oh, Kakashi-sensei! Boy, am I glad to see you! I gotta ask you a favor. Hey, where's Sasuke's room?
Sorry, no visitors allowed.
What? No visitors? Are you kidding me?
Those are the rules.
Ah, come on, lady.
Naruto, this is a hospital. Keep it down.
Boy, am I glad to see you! I gotta ask you a favor.
If you spot the differences, comment them below.
You're kidding me! Of all the guys you could have picked, you picked this guy to train me? What a joke! He's weaker than I am!
What makes you say that?
I'm serious! You should have seen him! He saw my harem jutsu once and he fell to pieces!
I love how Naruto determines power level. By his metric, he's stronger than not only Hiruzen, but Kaguya as well. Chunin Exams Naruto solos Hiruzen and Kaguya based off feats and statements.
Not that again!
Harem jutsu?
Oh, it's nothing. Just a little joke we shared.
Kakashi definitely shouldn't believe Ebisu's lie considering he reads Jiraiya's Makeout Paradise series. I'd be hard pressed if there aren't any harems in those books, so surely Kakashi could put 2 and 2 together. What are they doing to my boy Kakashi? He looks like he's doing a Dosu impersonation.
Naruto, no matter how many skills you master, the fundamentals are, well, fundamental, and yours could be improved.
Facts. In virtually anything, the fundamentals are the most important. So many people get caught up trying to be flashy, when the only thing they need to focus on to improve at their craft are the fundamentals. Naruto working on the fundamentals is a theme throughout the series. At the beginning of the story, Naruto is only good at the transformation jutsu. Naruto eventually learns the multi-shadow clone jutsu, and that becomes his bread and butter. It takes the Jonin's level of chakra to safely use the Shadow Clone Jutsu, but the skill itself isn't too complicated to perform, and it has no nature barrier, so it's just a basic jutsu in my book. Naruto's weakest fundamental jutsu becomes his strongest due to the vast amount of chakra reserves he has. However, even with his multi-shadow clone jutsu, Kakashi was hardly impressed. When Sasuke used the fireball jutsu, Kakashi shot his pants because ninjutsu was supposed to be nigh impossible for a genin fresh out of the academy. Although, I'm not sure why an in-character Kakashi would be surprised by Sasuke using the fireball jutsu though. Obito at the same point in his ninja journey was slinging fireballs at Minato. Kakashi also grew up with Itachi, who is, you know, Itachi. Turns out, Sasuke just so happens to be related to Itachi. Oh, and who was their father again? Oh yeah, Fugaku, but I digress. As the story goes on, Naruto learns about Katra control, a basic yet difficult skill. Running up trees and standing on water are things every ninja can do. The summoning jutsu is the first unique skill Naruto learns, but he hardly uses it. Although when he does use it, it's pretty bomb bad. Well, other than the times he summoned tadpoles. Naruto learning the Rasengan was his first high-level jutsu. Considering he learned it in a week, this is also the first major hint that Naruto wasn't a total dimwit. After learning the Rasengan, Naruto's focus is solely on his fundamentals and controlling Kurama's power. It isn't until he learns the Rasen Shuriken in Shippuden that he learns a new jutsu. After the Rasen Shuriken, Naruto learns Sage Mode. I don't personally count Sage Mode as a jutsu, but if you do, it is what it is. At this point in the story, Naruto still relies on his fundamentals. Instead of learning wind-style jutsus like Temari, he uses the Rasengan. The reason for that is, Naruto don't need no other jutsus. That's one of my favorite aspects of the show. Throughout the whole series, the most complex jutsu Naruto uses is the Rasengan. He uses regular Rasengans, giant Rasengans, hell, even mini Rasengans. Eventually he says, fuck it, call me Captain Planet. Have some elemental Rasengans. The Rasengan lasting this far into the series makes sense due to it being an insanely powerful attack. However, the multi-shadow clone jutsu was introduced in episode 1. Due to the nature of the Shadow Clone Jutsu, I figured there's no way it'll remain viable late into the series. Surely Power Keep will catch up, rendering them useless, right?
Wrong.
Turns out, the Shadow Clone scaled far harder than I could have possibly imagined. Naruto fought a whole war with his Shadow Clones. Hell, the lives of one of his clones was deemed more valuable than actual people. That one clone then went on to defeat Ito 83. Even against the mother of all Katra, the possessor of extreme hacks, the Shadow Clone Jutsu was still viable. Even her Byakugan couldn't differentiate between a clone and the original. And in my personal opinion, the cherry on top of the whole series was this.
Galaxy Jutsu!
Reverse arrow jutsu.
Never underestimate the power of the fundamentals.
Well, come on. Let's get started.
The hell? Ibisu's voice randomly got so much deeper. I get that he's upset, but his voice went from this
Oh, it's nothing. Just a little joke we shared.
to this.
Well, come on. Let's get started.
That voice line was definitely botched and you can't convince me otherwise.
All right, then. Let's put it to a test, shall we? Naruto, try and run away. I mean it. I want you to try running as fast as you can. If you can get away from me, I'll resign as your trainer.
I'm probably just reaching, but I can't shake the feeling that Naruto held on to this moment into his adult years. If you haven't seen Boruto yet, I'm talking about this scene. Kawaki didn't want to stay in Konoha, so he attempted to break Naruto's ankle in order to escape. Naruto knew Kawaki was going to make a break for it, and kept up with him easily. While this isn't the exact same scenario, I'm sure you get where I'm coming from.
Of course, an elite Jonin never goes back on his word. But it's all contingent on you being able to outrun me.
Man, this is the easiest deal I've ever made! So long, sucker!
What? Wow. Unbelievable. All those years at the academy down the drain. Naruto is supposed to be a ninja, yet this is how he makes his exit? Not to mention, Naruto should be banned or at the very least suspended from this hospital. Kakashi told him to quiet down because they're in a hospital and Naruto has been yelling the entire time he's been there. Look at where they're standing. The two desk clerks should be livid with Naruto. Also, there are no papers on the desk like there are in the succeeding scene. Everyone likes to talk about how Naruto learned the Naruto Uzumaki barrage from watching Sasuke, but no one likes to talk about how Naruto implemented smoke bombs into his arsenal after fighting Kiba.
I gotta admit, he may be a grumpy old stiff, but he's better than I thought.
Okay, you guys are probably tired of me bringing this point up, but I'ma keep doing it. Are we really supposed to believe Naruto is tired and needs a break after we saw him travel all day, fight all night, then fight and defeat Kiba? That's a big yiker-diker for me, Chief. If Naruto hadn't stopped to enact this ridiculous plan, he would have escaped Ebisu. In fact, given that this is Naruto Uzumaki, I'm surprised he didn't immediately start using shadow clones after he escaped Ebisu via the smoke bomb. He does use the shadow clones immediately after Ebisu spots him out, but Naruto has already proven that he knows how to properly utilize shadow clones when he attacked Kakashi, took out Gato's goons, and when he saved Moagi. So he definitely knows what he's doing, he's just trolling. I'm glad we're getting a throwback to the beginning of Naruto. A break episode like this allows us to reflect on how much progress Naruto has made in the last 50 episodes. While he's still running around town doing silly things like posing in front of billboards and using his fence camouflage, it's completely different this time around. Before, Naruto was doing destructive things for attention. Now he's competing against a Jonin to improve his skills as a ninja. Our boy's priorities are different now.
So, Naruto, I hope you have a better opinion of my abilities now. If you've had enough, let's begin your training.
Yeah, right! Stick it in your ear!
I understand Naruto doesn't want to admit defeat, but the more time he wastes running around, the further behind he gets. Ebisu's detailed explanation of chakra control served its purpose well. Earlier in the series, Sakura gave a crash course on what chakra is, and Kakashi mentioned Sakura is better at controlling her chakra than Naruto and Sasuke. From watching Sasuke and Naruto attempt to climb the tree alongside Sasuke being capable of performing more jutsu easier than Naruto, we can infer that Sasuke is better at chakra control than Naruto. What makes Ebisu's explanation great is he lines out exactly what chakra control is and why it's so important. Some people may think having loads of chakra is a good substitute for not having good chakra control, but that's not true at all. Heck, even Naruto thought that. On a side note, Ebisu also delivers us a bit of exposition.
After all, how can I expect him to have control when he has the nine-tailed fox spirit's chakra sealed within him?
For the perceptive viewers, they'd realize that Naruto has 2 seals, well, technically 3 seals, disrupting his chakra. There's the 2 tetragram and 8 sign seals that Minato placed on him, and then there's the 5-prong seal Orochimaru placed on him. Without a proper mentor, there's no chance in hell Naruto would have become Hokage.
I'm going to teach you how to walk on water. What is it now?
Do you seriously expect me to believe that you really know how to walk on water?
Of course I do!
Man, The constant disrespect Naruto is dishing out to Ebisu hurts me as well. Man put in so much work to become a highly esteemed special jonin worthy of training the honorable grandson of the Hokage just to end up with a student like Naruto.
Now, to walk on water, you not only have to build up chakra at the points of contact, you must also constantly adjust the rate of discharge in order to maintain your balance on the water's shifting surface.
Walking on water sounds like a nightmare. Seeing Kakashi and Zabuza effortlessly walk on water makes it look easy. Considering this is something every ninja can do, just imagine how much harder it is to use chakra-enhanced strength. Sakura is truly a goat for advancing in her medical ninjutsu training so quickly. I know Naruto isn't the smartest getting around, but he could still have just tapped the water with his toe first, or I don't know, use those shadow clone things.
Whoa! I'm actually starting to get this!
Incredible. He's right. To think that he's already started to master it.
Props to Ebisu for recognizing Naruto's growth. When they first met, Ebisu treated Naruto like scum. He also assumed Naruto would never amount to anything. Personally, I think the only reason why Ebisu gave Naruto another chance is because of Kakashi.
Well, duh. Kakashi literally asked Ebisu to train him.
Yes, I'm aware. I meant as a person. Ebisu was one of the people who vehemently hated Naruto. After Kakashi vouched for him, Ebisu approached Naruto with an open mind. He even complimented him on his performance. Compared to the Ebisu we met 50 episodes ago, he's hit a full 180 in his attitude towards Naruto. Honestly, this was the best way to introduce Jiraiya. We know he's an S-tier peeping Tom and he's insanely strong considering he just easily summoned a Toad and one-shot Ebisu. That concludes this episode of Analyzing Naruto. Thank you all so much for the support. I've almost reached my first milestone, but there's a long path ahead before I can become Hokage. If you made it this far, click the subscribe button if you haven't already so you won't miss out on future episodes of Analyzing Naruto. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Deuces.
Ninja art and the video jutsu.